Hi, my name is Alexis, and today we're going to be going over the wrist routine. We're going to start off with the first 3 exams, and I have my patient here, and before we begin, we're going to go ahead and shield her. Is there any possibility that you might be pregnant today? No? Alright, perfect. And we're going to go ahead and take an x-ray of your wrist. How long have you been having this pain?
3 weeks.
Okay, and what happened when it occurred?
I fell.
Okay, so I'm going to have you place your right hand on the image receptor. Perfect. So the CR is going to be perpendicular and it's going to be directed to the mid-carpals. So what we're going to do is close collimation to the wrist area, and to better get the carpal bones closer to the IR, I'm going to have the patient roll up your fingers. Roll them up. Yeah. Right there, perfect. So that gets the carpal bones as close as possible to the image receptor. That is the PA view. So now what we're gonna do is the oblique. You can go ahead and flatten on your hand. And now what I'm gonna have you do is just go ahead and angle your hand into a 45-degree obliquity. And once again, the CR is gonna be directed to the mid-carpal area. We can collimate and go ahead and shoot. That'll give us a better view of the angled carpals. And the last view is going to be a lateral. So what I'm going to have you do is just go ahead and place your hand in a karate chop position right there. So what I like to do is go ahead and put my hand on the side of the wrist and make sure that it's parallel. The bones, so that the radius and the ulna will end up being superimposed over one another. Right there, center it. And once again, direct to the mid-carpals, and we can close collimation towards the mid-carpals, and we want to see a portion of the radius and the ulna. Well, that ends the first set of the routine exam for the wrist. Now that we're doing wrist exams, the most common site on the wrist for injury is the scaphoid, and we have a specific procedure in order to see trauma or injury to the scaphoid. It's called ulnar deviation, which I'm going to perform. Please go ahead and put your hand. Alright, so perfect. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and angle 5 to 10 degrees toward the elbow. Another thing that we're going to do is decrease the SID in order to magnify the region where we want to see the injury, which is towards the scaphoid. Once we've angled and decreased the SID, we're going to go ahead and direct the CR towards the scaphoid. We're going to have the patient go ahead and deviate their hand this way as much as they can. It all depends on patient comfort. So we'll go ahead and direct it right there towards the scaphoid. We don't want to collimate too much, but we can close it out this way. And with that exam, we can go ahead and see any injury to the scaphoid or any of the mid-carpals, but specifically for the scaphoid. If patient condition does not allow for the patient to be able to deviate their hand that way, we have another option, which is called the modified steacher. In this case, what we can do is we're going to go ahead and elevate the hand with a 20-degree sponge, which will also help that area to be visible. For this exam, the CR is going to be perpendicular, and we'll just go ahead and direct it towards the scaphoid region. The patient will not have to deviate their hand or move, because in this case, this is specifically for trauma.